Los Angeles was wrapped in an extraordinary silence. The city lights twinkled like a star chart in the distance, but inside his studio, the rest of the world felt far away. The air carried the ghostly trace of old records, mixed with the scent of aged perfume and leather. Michael Jackson was alone. The piano keys were silent, like an ivory dream waiting to be touched. A sheet of unfinished lyrics lay across the table, like cryptic codes under the pale light of a single lamp. His eyes carried the fatigue of endless rehearsals and creativity, but his heart burned with a rhythm that never ceased. A faint, but persistent, flame. He ran his fingers over the table and whispered a question into the darkness, his voice as soft as a prayer. Music never dies. But what if I could see the future of my own music? At that very moment, the shadows in the corner of the room began to shimmer. The light was like a mist woven from dancing dust particles. First a haze, then a swirling, expanding vortex of gold that formed a doorway within itself. It was an invitation into the unknown, into time itself. Michael stood up. The very floor beneath his feet seemed to vibrate with energy. This doorway of light pulsed with a soft, steady rhythm, like the pulse of his deepest songs. It was an energy he recognized. Pure, unfiltered artistic energy. Fear gave way to overwhelming curiosity. This was that same moment before stepping onto a stage. The moment of uncertainty and possibility. He took a step forward. And then, everything changed. Colors flowed and melted like brushed oil paint. Time dissolved like grains of sand in an hourglass. He was no longer in the studio, but drifting in a cosmic river where echoes of his own songs, the drumbeat of Billie Jean, the whisper of Thriller, the naive piano notes of Heal the World, danced among the stars. The light spoke without words, addressing his soul directly. Michael, your journey has not ended. You will see the past, the present, and the future. Walk with us and know the truth of your legacy. The stars faded, replaced by the familiar walls of a small, humble house in Gary, Indiana. Michael was that young boy again, holding a microphone almost too big for his small hands. Around him, his brothers rehearsed, filling the air with the first notes of I Want You Back. The room smelled of dinner cooking, a scent from his mother Catherine, mixed with the smell of his father Joseph's jacket. He felt the warmth of that moment, the innocence, the unrestrained laughter, the dream of singing to the whole world. But then came Joseph's sharp whistle. The rehearsal seemed endless. Small feet ached, sleepy eyes begged to close. The young Michael looked up at his older self, and a question formed in his eyes. Was it worth it? The older Michael's eyes welled up with tears. His answer reached his younger self's ear like a whisper on the wind. Every note, every step, made me who I am, but the price was my childhood. The scene shifted again. Now he was standing under a shower of lights before a vast, cheering crowd. Thousands of people were on their feet, screaming his name in unison. The moonwalk carried him effortlessly from one end of the stage to the other, defying gravity. The fireworks, the cameras, the triumph. He was the king of pop, untouchable, immortal. Yet, as the cheers grew louder, the silence within him deepened. Hotel rooms filled with gold records, but not with laughter. Billions loved him, yet he often felt profoundly alone. The thought echoed in his mind. I gave the world everything, but who truly knew me? Suddenly, his next step propelled him far beyond the present into the future. Skyscrapers towered beyond imagination. The night sky was illuminated by massive luminous holograms, and there he was again, Michael Jackson himself, but now performing in a digital form, a ghost woven from light. An AI-generated voice sang new songs he had never written. The real Michael watched in awe. The thought crystallized in his mind. So, even when I am gone, the music lives. The dance continues. They recreated me. Not of flesh and bone, but of light. The whisper of the portal was heard again. Michael, you are eternal. Technology will carry your art far beyond time itself. His journey had shown him the ultimate truth. His legacy was not a catalog of albums, but an energy that touched and moved the human spirit. His past was full of sacrifice and dreams. His fame was a double-edged sword of love and loneliness, and his future was a place where the music never died, but simply continued to live in new forms. He whispered to himself, his voice now filled with peace. Music is the heartbeat of humanity. As long as they sing, I will live. The light faded, leaving him alone. In the blink of an eye, everything was back to normal. The same quiet studio, the same unfinished lyrics. But Michael's heart was forever changed. There was no more fatigue, only a deep, unshakable serenity. He picked up the pen. This time, words and notes flowed effortlessly, fervently, as if gifted by the universe itself. At the top of the page, he wrote the title of his new song. The music is eternal. The soul is immortal. And love will heal the world. Camera focuses on Michael's silhouette against the dim studio light. The story ends, but the music never does. Join us. On this channel, we explore the unknown sides of icons like Michael Jackson. If you want to be part of this journey, subscribe and write in the comments which artist's story you want to hear. See you in the next video.